Hey, how's it going, everybody? Matt Bisaccio here again for WMCT Sports. We're keeping this COVID-19 pandemic interview series going, and today we're joined by Marlborough High senior field hockey player and softball player, Abby Larson. Abby, thank you so much for hanging out with us.
Thank you for having me.
Not a problem at all. So, over the last few months, we've been living in this post-pandemic world. A lot of us have been kind of cooped up in our homes. What's it been like for you at home, and how is your family doing?
My family's doing well. Thank you for asking. We've just been doing the same old, since this has been started. At first, we definitely weren't used to it and getting ready for the change, but definitely we've been doing the same. My parents went back to work, actually. I've been working. My sister's been working now. And at the start of the whole COVID thing, we actually weren't doing any of that because, as you know, it was worse and the shops and everything were closed. So everything's starting to get back into that normal-ish, but with the still type circumstances and regulations and rules with everything else. But yeah, we're doing pretty well. So.
Good. What were you doing to kind of occupy all that free time? I know a lot of us, like I said, we're home and we're not accustomed to having that. So was there anything that you spent more time doing that you normally did, or did you pick up any new skills, try to teach yourself something?
No, yeah, definitely. So when the whole COVID thing started, I was finishing school. So I was trying to stay on top of all my schoolwork online. And once all that ended, I started getting into my workouts for fall softball and summer workouts, just trying to eat better, starting to run more. I focused more on myself and I guess in my health, because that was something I just never really had time to sit down and look at and do before, because I was always moving with school or with sports and I never really thought about that. But now that I have all the free time, I've been doing that more. I've definitely been watching Netflix more and hanging out more with my family. But it's been good. I've been keeping myself busy. So
what type of things in your diet did you notice that you were having a tough time with, and did you try to eliminate?
I'm definitely trying to eliminate sweets, because I love chocolate. I love my chocolate milk, and I love pizza rolls. So bread and all that stuff definitely is not good for you late at night. Trying to eat more strawberries, trying to eat more fruit. Definitely if I'm going for a run in the morning, I have some banana with peanut butter, something light. And then when I come home, I'm going to have some pasta, something that can build me back up. So I've just been looking into that a lot more, drinking a lot more water, but
No, good for you. It's good that you're identifying those things about yourself, because there's so many people out there that are just kind of in a funk, that are sitting around, they're eating their problems away. So it's good that you're kind of taking this time to kind of be introspective and figure out things for yourself. So that's good. But getting to the online classes, now you spend years and years in traditional classrooms and you have your teacher and there's the other students around you. What was it like transitioning from that to having to do pretty much everything on your own at home?
It was definitely a lot harder, I would say, because we've never really done this before. You'd usually get homework assignments, maybe from 2 classes over the weekend that would be online, but this whole thing started to switch to full online schedules, every single day assignments. So it was definitely a change, but I think I stayed on top of it pretty well. Once I got an assignment one day, I would check when the due date was, but I'd try to get it done that day so I wouldn't have to worry about it or what's getting posted tomorrow. And that honestly helped me stay on track for the rest of the school year. I ended with really well grades. Probably I had better grades this year than I did last year, and they were all A's this year. It was really well. So I just stayed on top of all my work like that.
Nice. I mean, it's good that you got better grades this year than you did
Oh, yeah.
but did you find yourself at certain points kind of losing interest? I know it's difficult because you're at home. I mean, when you're at home, it's usually this place that you come home to and you get to relax. But now you're turning that place where you relax into a place where you need to get stuff done. Did you find yourself at times not feeling as motivated as you would have liked to been?
No, definitely. I would wake up and I'd see some assignments posted to me and I'd be like, okay, I'll probably do it a little bit later. Let me watch some Netflix. Cause I had that time to just chill and I could push it off a little bit, but I still got it done. It was still definitely a lot harder though, being at home, being more comfortable in your own house where you don't have to go to a class physically. So in that aspect, it was a little bit challenging, but I got it done.
What Netflix show have you been binging lately?
I was watching Money Heist and Outer Banks, but recently I started watching 13 Reasons Why, the new season again, because that came out and I watched the first season. I have nothing really to watch on Netflix.
Oh, it's
If
tough.
you know any good shows,
Oh yeah, it's
but
tough. I
yeah,
mean,
I love
like
Netflix,
everyone
so
else, you just scroll and you scroll and you
that's what
think,
I've been
okay,
doing,
then you just end up
honestly.
going back to the show that you've watched like 3 times already.
Yep.
That's funny. No, going through all this, you're at home having to take the online classes. You're not around your friends like you normally are. That's tough. I mean, do you feel like having gone through a situation like this is going to benefit you years from now?
I definitely think that it will benefit me and a lot of my peers because we had to learn to, I guess, be on our own a little bit more earlier than most people would have expected. And in that way, I mean, like, because we weren't able to do anything with our friends or with other people for such a long period of time, we had that time to ourselves to grow and to learn in different aspects of our life. So I feel like it will it will benefit us in the future.
Yeah, for sure.
Um, yeah.
No, I was just gonna say, like, we're in such a time right now where social media is such like a big part of our lives, and kind of just, you're on social media, then you're with your friends, and like, was it kind of a time to be able to get away from stuff like that? And then, I know you said that you were focusing more on yourself from, like a physical standpoint, but this is more of like an emotional, maybe spiritual kind of a way. Like, were you kind of trying to figure out like your inner peace and trying to figure out like really what you want from life?
No, yeah, definitely. I would say I learned a lot from being at school and then having this whole thing happen, being at home and seeing who really reaches out to you. And I guess that really teaches me something. And I've definitely taken a step away from social media because everyone's been posting on it and it's just constant. So, and I mean, like, that's what everybody's doing to keep in touch. I still talk to my friends, but posting pictures and stuff like that, I've been focusing more on myself and living in the moment than posting stuff online, I guess. But yeah.
Good for you. No, it's tough. It's tough. I mean, like, we have our phones all the time. It's so easy to pick it up and scroll through and see what other
Yeah.
people are doing. But sometimes we forget just to kind of figure out what's going on with ourselves first. So
Yeah.
good for you. That's great.
Thank you.
What are your plans for next year?
So I plan to go to Assumption College. I'm playing softball there, and I plan to go in the fall. That's what the plan is, to start in the fall. We just got an email recently saying that the sports are not yet decided what's going to happen, but there are still rules and regulations of what's going to happen in the fall semester and in the future. And I got those. So I was reading those yesterday in the email.
Cool. Have you picked a major, or are you undecided for right now?
I want to major in the sports management and with the minor in oh wait, no, I want to major in business with a minor in sports management. Sorry.
No, that's all good. What would be your ultimate plan or goal with that degree?
I would like to work with sports teams to do marketing or promoting for the team, whether that's with brand logo or online with social media. I just like the sports aspect, and I've always seen myself growing up around that, and I really can't see myself doing anything else out of that aspect. Like, it really interests me, so that's what my plan is to do.
That's great. Good for you.
Thank you.
We'll take a step away from next year in Assumption. We'll go back to actually your junior year softball. Now I cover sports. I've been covering sports here in Marlborough for a few years now, and I just remember I was running through my feed on Twitter, and I saw the Jeff Radzinski's post about your 4 home run game, and I'm like, wait, 4 home runs? Like that's incredible. Like I'm thinking like maybe at least one of them was like maybe an inside the park, but they were all like over the fence home runs, right?
Yeah.
That's incredible. So you have 4 home runs in 10 RBIs in one game. Now,
Yeah.
just to put that in perspective, I mean, I'm not some great like high school athlete or anything like that, but I hit 2 home runs in like 4 years. So like that's just incredible. Like,
Thank you.
like when you look back on something like that, like, do you think to yourself like, wow, like I really did that? And have you kind of like dropped that into like conversations casually, like, oh yeah, by the way, I hit 4 home runs in a game?
No, definitely. No, I definitely think about that all the time, and that's gonna be one of my best memories. I was honestly really shocked in the games too. 4 home runs is a lot with 10 RBIs. So yeah, I was really surprised, but I was honestly so happy that I was even like able to do that for my team, and just, yeah, it was great.
Now, but like, what happens? Like, you've already hit 3 home runs in the game, and you're coming up for like that last at bat. Like, you think of yourself like, really? Like, are you trying to hit a home run? Or are you still just remaining disciplined, just trying to make solid contact?
No, every time I go up to bat, I just try to stay calm and make contact. So I went up to bat, my fourth up at bat, after I hit the 3 home runs. The pitcher actually was trying to do a pitch out. She wasn't even trying to pitch the ball in the strike zone, but it happened to be a perfect strike. So I
Wow.
was like, okay, I'm just going to swing at it.
Wow.
So I swung, and then it popped off my bat again. And I was like, oh my gosh. And then
That's
everyone was like going crazy. So it really just brought the team up as well. It was great.
That's cool. Now, I know that you're a really good field hockey player too, but I'm not going to sit here and try to act like I know very much about field hockey. I don't. But I'm going to ask you this question. What's a more satisfying feeling for you? Scoring a goal in field hockey to potentially, like, win the game, or to hit a big home run? Which one do you think is like a more satisfying feeling for you?
I definitely think hitting a home run is more of a satisfying feeling, just because every time I hit a home run, I can feel it, like the pop off my bat.
Right.
So that's just a really great feeling.
What's funny about a home run is you don't feel it. It's like there is no feeling. It's just like one of
Yeah.
those things, right? Most of the times, like, you get the bee stings, or it's like,
Yeah.
you feel, but when you, like you said, when you hit a home run, man, it's like that.
Yeah, it's just that pop off the bat. Yeah, so I really like that feeling. No, same with field hockey. I like scoring goals too. Like, it makes me excited, and I like that feeling too, but definitely swinging off the bat is what I love more.
It's cool. So you come into this senior year. I'm sure you're looking forward to your senior softball season. What was it like? Because in the beginning of March, you start to hear like the rumblings and the rumors about like Corona, and like, oh my gosh, is school going to get shut down? So what are you thinking, or what are you like feeling those couple of weeks before you find out that the season's going to get canceled?
Yeah, no, when I found out about the whole COVID thing and school shutting down, I remember the last day that I was in school and we didn't know it was our last day. I was talking to my friend and I was like, I don't think we're gonna come back next week. She was like, I know, I think we might. And we ended up not. And then that was the whole start of it. And I was like, wow, they really might shut down sports. So before they were talking about the whole shutting down sports thing, I was like, they're probably not going to do it. It's probably going to go on for a couple weeks. Like, I had some hope that they were going to open it back up like everyone else did. Everyone was still practicing. Like, they were like, okay, it's going to be fine. But as this whole thing started to stretch out and last over time, and they started canceling the season, once I heard word about that, I was definitely very upset, because I really depend on high school season, especially my last high school season, to have fun, make those memories, and finish out my last 4 high school years, especially with making memories and practicing for my summer ball and my future. So it was definitely disappointing.
Yeah, no, that's understandable. If you had the opportunity to go back and have one more normal day at school, what would you make sure that you did?
I would definitely make sure I said bye to everyone, because, like I said, the last day of school, I didn't know it was going to be my last. I didn't expect to say bye to anyone. I didn't grab any of my stuff. So, and some of those teachers and students I'm not going to see ever again. But I try to think of it as maybe I will. And in the summer, we have the future. And obviously my close friends that I talk to, they will keep in touch. But if I did go back for one last day, I would definitely say bye to everyone again.
That makes sense. That's sweet. Now you told me that you guys had your graduation. Talk to me a little bit about how the school tried to make that a special moment for you guys.
No, yeah. So right when this whole COVID thing happened, they started doing things for the seniors right away with little gifts and pictures of us and putting them up everywhere, which I thought was really sweet. And then with graduation, we heard that we were going to have a graduation, and it wasn't going to be like a normal full class thing, which is understandable, but I was happy that they were going to make something work anyway. So we did it in sessions between 2 different days, Saturday and Sunday. And I happened to be the first session on Saturday, so mine was at 10. And they only ran 30 minutes long, which wasn't that long, but it was still long enough to say all the students' names, get their diplomas, take pictures, and have the families there. So it was 6 family members per student, which was not that bad. We wore masks, and it was outside. Everyone was, every family was 6 feet apart. But I was happy that they were able to do something where other families could see other students graduate as well.
Right. Right. That's nice. I mean, because honestly, a lot of the times I've been hearing that it's just these, they're having either like people go individually places and they're recording them, and then it's just
Yeah.
a larger video link that's available later on that you can go
Mhm.
see, or people are doing like small individual things at their houses. So it's nice to hear that you guys at least had some type of group communal experience where you other people got to kind of see that moment for you. So that's really nice.
No, yeah, definitely. And I'm very thankful that they made something happen like that.
Is there any other, end of year experience being a senior that you wish that you had had the opportunity to experience?
Um, Definitely like, all the last year things, senior skip day, the senior prank thing, like, spending senior week with your friends. That's like when you dress up and you do a bunch of things like your last senior week. Just all those fun high school memory stuff that I wish we got to finish out. Um, but like I said, there's still the rest of the summer, hopefully. So that's what
Uh,
I'm looking on.
and do you have any specific plans for the summer? Any family vacations or trips with your friends that you've planned?
Right now I have softball tournaments every weekend until the end of July. That just started up actually last weekend. But definitely during the week I've been going to the beach and stuff, hanging out with my friends and family. So that's nice always to do once in a while.
Cool. Well, hey, thank you so much for taking the time. You were really well spoken. You gave a lot of great answers, and really, I know during this time it's so tough to get out there and kind of share your experiences. So on behalf of everybody here in the community in Marlborough, thank you so much, and good luck next year at Assumption. Go, and hey, maybe not a 4 home run game, but I'm expecting maybe at least like a 2 or 3 home run game. Okay.
Okay.
All right, Abby.
Thank you for having me.
You're very welcome. Take care and good luck.
Thank you, you too.
Bye bye.